Welcome to Lucky's Gym. It's been a long time since I've added anything to my home gym. I've been down here a lot. I've had a lot of workouts, but I haven't had any other equipment for at least 6 months. Got something that was on my radar about a year ago. Talked myself out then, had a change of heart now. Wanted, in addition to doing triceps and biceps on a machine platform versus free weights, just to keep it fresh down here and have a little variety. I went with a product from Valor Fitness, the CB-31 Bicep Curl Tricep Extension. Here's my full review on this product. So here's the two boxes the CB-31 Bicep Curl Tricep Extension Machine are shipped in. And if you choose to buy the adapter, they'll ship that separately, and we'll get to that after the build. But here are the two products you will get delivered to your home after ordering from Valor Fitness. And here's a first look of, after opening both the boxes, what to expect. Inside the larger box is most of the build here with the instruction manual, and on the smaller box is just additional hardware. So always note that when buying workout equipment, you're going to have to put it together, and it's nothing to be stressed about. The directions are very easy to follow, and they give you the tools you need to assemble this product. And here's everything you'll need to assemble this build. So before buying this, make sure you have a 17mm socket wrench and a 17mm wrench, or if you know someone that does. This is all the hardware, and then the directions. It's just 2 pages. Shouldn't be too bad putting this together. So you can see all the bubble wrap here. Everything is out of the box, and it was all wrapped individually. Everything looks good. Not too much stuff here. This should be, hopefully somewhat of an easy build here. And here's all the tools we need. Here's that 17mm wrench, the 17mm socket, and the Allen wrenches that come with it, along with Lucky, who is super excited as usual about this build. And with about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, it came together pretty easily. It's about 4 feet by 3 feet and about 3 feet high. And right now it's set up for the biceps. So the great thing about Valor Fitness is their weight holders come in 2 different sizes. You get the 1-inch weight plate holder, as you see right here, and you can also switch it to a 2-inch Olympic style weight holder if those are the weights you have. So you don't need anything special for this machine. So on this 1-inch diameter, it does come with this clip, so that will hold your plates in there. But if you have 2-inch weight plates, this adapter sleeve comes with the machine, and you just tighten the nut on the bottom, and it will keep this in place. And this also comes with a 2-inch spring clip that will keep that weight from moving around. I can't find too many negatives about this machine, but something on this sleeve, when you pull the weight off, that end could come off. Now I did use a little more force than I would usually when removing this, but I just wanted to capture this on camera, that this piece can pop off. And it can, you can pull it with your hands. Now, does it do it every time? Well, it did that time, but honestly, it doesn't do that every time, but it does pop off here and there. So Valor Fitness does have an actual sleeve you can buy separately, which I bought initially because I have a couple other Valor Fitness products here, and they didn't come with these adapters. So after I had gotten them, I put in another order to get these, and this one's a little different. You can tell it's more sturdier than that plastic one. I mean, this is pure metal. I mean, it tightens the same way. You have that nut here, and there is an Allen wrench that just tightens that on there. But this is a little loose too. But guys, this one is better quality. So I'm just gonna keep this as a spare, because if this gets annoying, I guess, I'll swap it out with the actual spare I bought. And a cool feature is this stopper right here will switch out whether you're gonna do biceps or triceps. So if you have it as you saw it initially here, this is set up for biceps, that this will come this way when we're doing the curls. But if you pull it this other way, now the weight is gonna come this way. So when you're doing triceps, that comes up the other direction, which is a cool swap out. So when you have a machine that does two different muscles, you're gonna have this pin or stopper that regulates what direction that weight is traveling. And this determines what angle you're going to start your motions on. And if you were doing triceps, you would pull this pin all the way to the other side. You would flip that stopper back, and that's what would make the motions go this direction. Okay, let's start off with biceps alone here for a second. There is no weights on this sleeve at the moment. We're gonna do one-handed isolation curls. This is gonna be on the end of like the wide grip here, and we'll go over some different variables on where to put your hands when you're doing curls. But just one arm curls with no weight, there is resistance on this machine. Let's say you didn't have weights, or you just wanted to do a workout without plates. One arm, this is solid. You can feel the burn. It's isolating the muscle. You know, you do 10 on the right, 10 on the left, a couple different times, you get a really good pump going immediately. So there's a couple different bicep workouts we can do. You have your one arm curl, which when you're grabbing on the wide end here of the bar, whether you're doing left or right, or both hands. Then if you go right here where the bend starts, do another like 3 sets, 4 sets of 10, I guess whatever you feel comfortable with. This is gonna hit the bicep in a different location. And then to finish it off with a close grip curl, this is where it really comes together. So right where it bends down here, finish off your biceps with this. You basically have 4 different bicep workouts, and you know, you can get creative and come up with more ways. But if you're doing one arm at a time, and then the wide grip, then where it bends, and then the close grip, 4 bicep workouts. Okay, let's do triceps. So first of all, what we're gonna do is we're gonna swap this around. Okay, then we're gonna pull this out and set this up. And it's where your comfort level is when you're sitting down here. But at this position, this is now gonna be our tricep. Now the thing with the tricep is there's no weight on here, so we're gonna have to put some kind of weight when we do this, because when I push down, I mean, I'm basically bringing this thing back up on my own here. There's nothing to push down. It wants to fall down. I'm actually keeping it from going down, but this is about the level you want, where these handles are practically touching the top of your shoulders, and we're just pushing it out this motion, but we're gonna need some weights. I'm gonna put on a 25-pound plate. This is pretty comfortable for me. It's not too heavy, it's not too light. It's gonna give me good isolation here on the motion, pushing this forward. Like now I'm keeping it from wanting to come back this way. So this is where you want it. It's a good lift. Now, I bought this for the triceps. When you're at a health gym, a machine like this may have pads on the end of each side here that you can kind of push your arms out and give it all you got. And there's usually a backrest. So when you have something up against your back, you can really load these things up and just like give it everything. You know, it's just, you're probably using more muscles than you need to, because all we're doing here is the tricep. But this is a smooth motion. It's a good tricep workout. I have a perfect shot here of something I want to break down really quick. There are a couple other companies that have machines identical to the Valor CB-31 bicep tricep extension. Untitled Fitness and Body Solid, along with other manufacturers. With those are the top other two that come to mind. And the reason I went with Valor, and I do have a couple other Titan products here that I will show off in another time, but the difference with Valor is these handles right here. It's about 6 inches. You don't have this on the Titan. The handles start from right here. So when you do the tricep, I can just sit here and try to show this. So just imagine that this doesn't exist. This is up higher. So what you're really taking this part and pushing this forward. Now I can't really do it with this because the handles are so much longer, but this would be the tricep workout on the Titan. And you know, your wrists kind of come into play here, and that's not something that I wanted. I'm used to grabbing it this way and pushing it down and really isolating this motion. And there are other workouts you can do that incorporate this certain motion with free weights, but it's always nice to have a machine. And when you're in the market looking for something like this, you try to find what's best for you. And pushing it out this way, it will hit tries. But you can probably see how wobbly this looks on me. That doesn't work. I like it this way. This is the reason I went with this product. I think a lot of these, when we're doing curls, it's gonna have the same angled pad. It's gonna give us the same arm pump. I have a lot of different ways down here where I can do biceps. It's the triceps that I wanted more of a variety. So that's why I went with this product versus Titan versus Body Solid. This seat is adjustable. You just unscrew this, pull out the pin, and you can move this up and down. You can see in this room I have these black mats everywhere. You don't necessarily need it when you're buying this product. A lot of the equipment I have do come with these rubber feet on here, and they will keep it from slipping. If you have like a linoleum floor, something shiny, it will keep it from sliding. But I went with these mats, and every time I got something, I would get another mat to go with it, just for the look. I touched earlier when we looked at the instructions that it was basically 3 pages. It didn't look too crazy. after you put together the gray parts here, you're sliding the handlebar into here, this into here, and it all slides through here. Now the one issue you might come across is when you put this through here, there are bearings on both sides of here. So you can see this one. One might pop out. Just push it back in here. Your hands are gonna get greasy, but push it back in here, and then once this gets in position, it will keep these from coming out. The one issue you might have, so you can see this little notch right here. There's a little pin. It's kind of like rectangle pin that slides in here, and then you put this bar over it and then tighten down these two right here. That's what keeps this sturdy. The problem is that pin, it's hard to keep that. I mean, we have gravity here. So what I did was I turned this upside down so this pin was facing the top, and I took a little hammer I had and just kind of knocked it in to keep it in there, slid this on, dropped it back down, and then tightened these two. So that's the only issue I really had with this. Everything else went together pretty good. As soon as that's assembled, all that's left is putting this pad on here and then the pad for the seat. So it was a quick build, not too stressful. I took my time, and I didn't do this on like a work night. It was a weekend morning, and I wanted to get a couple of workouts in on here before I did this review, just so I felt comfortable with everything, knew what to expect when I wanted to break some of this stuff down. If you're in the market for home and gym equipment and you want a curling machine that does triceps, some kind of combo, I'm gonna recommend the Valor. This is a good workout. It's nice to have variety, to have options. If you're working out at home, it gets to be more work than fun. And it's good to have machines. It's good to have some kind of free weights. It's a journey. Everything that I have in this room has taken me time to get. I mean, you can't do it all at once for most people, but this is gonna get some workouts done, that's for sure. And man, I mean, you can really feel that isolation. I love doing arms. You can really get a good burn, a good pump on this machine. It's a great product. If you have any questions, drop me a comment. I check it all the time. I try to answer everything. Anything about the build on here, about different types of workouts on this machine, more than happy to answer anything. I appreciate the comments, and I appreciate the views. Excellent machine, guys. So the CB-31 bicep curl tricep extension, in my opinion, I think it does a little bit more on your biceps versus triceps. We went over the grips on the handlebars. We got about 4 different exercises on biceps on that one motion. The triceps is just, we're going this way, which there's nothing wrong with that. I bought this for the triceps. I have plenty of routes to go here to do biceps. It's nice to have that on a machine. I do have some cable options here along with the free weights. But if I had any cons about this machine, besides that 2-inch adapter sleeve for the weight holder, the end of it kind of pops off. I did buy that better version that I'm gonna have off to the side in case I want to swap it out. I wish that it had just one more thing on the tris. Now I could do a 1-arm tricep workout along with dual arms, but I mean, I knew this going in, that this is what this machine was gonna do. I'm not unhappy with it. I think this is the model that I wanted to get. I completely back this product up. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna have great variety down here when I wanna switch it up or do something different in some kind of a cycle down here. But thanks for watching. This was my full review on Valor Fitness CB-31. We'll see you next time.